early 70s. I've often played in various bands, hobby bands, and professional bands at various levels. Some pretty high and some pretty amateurish. So it's been an adventure. And I also play some bass. I currently tag along with Dawn Chypyha. She plays sort of country music, gospel, and some random stuff. And I tag along playing bass. Pretty fairly musical faker. I can basically play within the keys, on the up in the net, and do okay. One day I'll maybe learn a bit more about how all that works. But we've been talking about adding songs to our repertoire, and one of the ones I suggested adding was Neil Young's "Lotta Love," which is made also famous by Nicolette Larson. And it seems like, for one, it's a great tune, and also I think the world needs a lot of love these days. Relationships and just the whole world needs a lot of love. And anyway, so I was trying to find the chords online. I was searching in Google or YouTube even, and I came across Chordify. So I signed up for Chordify. Well, I tried it for free, and then seemed to be pretty much what I was looking for. And so I'm going to just run through what you get with this. It's pretty darn amazing. Many of you have probably remember trying to figure out what the chords are by standing and watching people play it live, or then we got some video, and then you sort of trying to figure out what they're doing, trying to do ear training, try to figure it out what it is, or you've got a buddy show you how to play, or some tabs. Maybe you bought tabs later and got you to play. Anyway, I really like the approach of Chordify, and I'm gonna just show it here. So here's the whole lot of love, and part of its genius here is it's got the original video. It's a YouTube video that plays, so you're really watching the chords that Neil Young is playing. La, 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 la. Ooh. Ooh. It's gonna take a lot of love to change the way things are. It's going there. I don't know if you're familiar with Neil Young's work, but a couple of things is the lyrics are rarely about what you think they are, and even though they seem to be pretty simple, there's usually a lot more harmonic complexity to it. So I looked at the chords here. They're all simple enough, and I could learn them, but it's going to be a project for me. From getting up and playing my guitar with Dawn, I'm pretty rusty, even on my own songs and songs that I used to play. And I also realized that some songs I never really mastered. So I'm going to try to change that. The other thing is, you may have noticed that the songs, he's not on the Neil Young version, he's playing it on piano. So they're both versions. There are some live versions of him playing guitar and versions on piano. But this is great here. Chordify shows you can take a look at a ukulele part, piano part, mandolin, or guitar. So I'm going to play a little bit more on what it looks like for piano. Gonna take a lot of love, or we won't get too far. So if you look in my direction and we don't see eye to eye, my heart needs protection, and so do I. So it's also a great way of learning a song, because you can tag along. You can watch the chords go along, and you can sing. And I'm probably going to put a bunch of songs that Dawn likes to play in there, and I'll learn to sing along and play the bass with this. So it's no guarantee that the chords that come up here are what Dawn's playing, but chances are it's a start. So if you're curious about what might be on my list of things to learn, I'm just gonna run by here. Let's see, all five. So the other Neil Young song that's on my list is Four Strong Winds. That's Ian Tyson, Ian and Sylvia song, and this is actually fairly straightforward. Chords are easy, but the phrasing not so easy.
Think I'll go out to
You can see there the lyrics are show up in the video.
there in the fall. I got some friends that I could go to working for.
Yeah, so that's, and then I'll just show you. I'll show you my project song. If you ever wondered about me, you'll wonder even more about me now. So this Four Non Blondes. In a way, I probably should have the video for this. I've always really loved this song, and I want to learn how to sing it. But it's going to be a challenge. I'll put it on guitar here. This is one of the things way more sophisticated than it first appears.
25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, or whatever that means. Into a crisis times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I am feeling a little peculiar.
I think probably a lot of us are feeling a little peculiar about what's going on in the world. And this Linda Perry song, I don't know, really resonates with me. Pink and many others have done cover songs of this, or they've done duets with Linda Perry. Pretty amazing. And it's going to take me a while. Like the chords aren't really super complex, but they move along pretty fast. and vocally, this is a real big stretch for me. It's going to be, that's sort of a project file. So there are a bunch of other things on that Chordify help with. Let's see, I'm going to do in the toolkit. And I just really signed up, so I haven't really explored these much. There's a guitar tuner, metronome, practice your chords, live chord detection. So the live chord detection, that could be really useful if you, I think, I'm assuming if you play a song, you'll figure out what the chords are. So, yeah, back to the old day of developing your ear so you can hear what's on the recording. This is an aid to help. And yeah. So I guess that's all I'm going to say. It's relatively inexpensive. It's let's go back to here. I think it's like less than $40 for the first year, and then I think it might go up the next year. But if you want to, if you're playing a band or you just simply want to learn songs for your own pleasure, this is a fabulous resource. And people 30 years ago would have just loved to have a tool like this. And I have no affiliate connection with Chordify at all. I just think it's a great tool. And yeah, so check it out. Talk to you later.